Hey guys, it's Dinohunter here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Japanese giant salamander. Let's go. The Japanese giant salamander is a species of giant salamander that is endemic to Japan. It is the third largest salamander in the world, only being smaller than the Chinese giant salamander and the South China giant salamander, two of its closest relatives. Japan holds a giant salamander festival every year on the 8th of August in Yubara, Maniwa City, to honor the animal and celebrate its life. Now let's talk about its anatomy. Japanese giant salamanders can grow up to 1.5 meters, which is 5 feet in length, and weigh up to 25 kilograms, which is 55 pounds. Its brown and black coloration helps it to camouflage at the bottom of streams and rivers. It has distinctive warts on its head, which can help distinguish it from the Chinese giant salamander, along with its more rounded snout and shorter tail. They have small eyes and poor eyesight, and therefore have something called the lateral line system, allowing them to sense tiny vibrations around them. Its mouth extends across the width of its head, and Japanese giant salamanders use their skin for gaseous exchange, helping it to regulate the release of carbon dioxide and intake of oxygen in the water. Yes, this does mean that they breathe with their skin. They have extra folds on their neck which increase the body's surface area and therefore enhance their breathing. Next, let's talk about the salamander body plan. Salamanders in general have many features which make them extremely versatile and successful animals. They have powerful tails with help with propulsion underwater as well as balance on land, allowing them to thrive in both terrains. The breathing system through the skin, or through lungs and gills in some species, is very efficient and facilitates oxygen intake from many sources. Many salamanders also have cryptic colorations, allowing them to camouflage into their surroundings. This helps to avoid predators or to ambush prey. Some species also have the crazy ability to regenerate lost limbs or tissues. This is a very fascinating ability which definitely enhances their chances of survival. All of these adaptations and more are what makes salamanders so successful, and it has allowed them to maintain the success over millions of years. The oldest evidence of salamanders dates back to 230 million years ago. Now let's talk about their distribution and habitat. Japanese giant salamanders are found throughout southwest Japan. They are found in freshwater ecosystems, from large being 20 to 50 meter or 65 to 164 feet rivers, to small being 0.5 to 4 meter or 1.6 to 13 feet streams. Smaller breeding adults and other juveniles tend to live in these smaller streams, most likely to avoid competition with other, larger individuals in larger streams. Some rice fields near polluted or disturbed rivers can also provide suitable habitats for them, as frogs often live there and can serve as prey. Next, their behavior and tendencies. These salamanders are fully aquatic and almost entirely nocturnal. They stay in the water their entire lives. Juveniles still stay in the water after metamorphosis, unlike many salamanders that breed in ponds. They may be able to live up to 80 years and have very slow metabolisms, being able to go for weeks without eating. It can produce a milky substance with a strong smell when threatened. Lastly, let's talk about their threats. As is the case with many animals, the Japanese giant salamander is threatened by pollution, habitat loss, and invasive species. Other threats to this animal, however, include the construction of dams and concrete banks. These constructions trap the salamanders, as they could slide down, but these obstacles stop them from climbing back up to where they came from, leading to habitat fragmentation. Another pressing issue is this species hybridizing with Chinese giant salamanders that were artificially introduced to Japan. A 2011 to 2013 study found that 95% of Japanese giant salamanders captured were actually hybrids. Although these animals are listed as vulnerable, no action has been taken in terms of laws to protect this animal. Instead, non-profit organizations have had to step up. Breeding programs have also been established, and those captive bred animals can be reintroduced into the wild if necessary to save this animal. And with that, it brings us to the end of this video. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you enjoyed learning about this animal, which is definitely one of my favorites because it's very fascinating, interesting, yeah. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!